From an early age, Caldensyl had been enthralled by the ebb and flow of water. In the lazy undulations of translucent waves, she discerned patterns that none around her could perceive. She understood, by instinct alone, how one ripple would birth another, how a single droplet might radiate outward in infinite fractals of motion. Each concentric ring was not chaos, but law. Beautiful, immutable law. At first, she believed this insight marked her for the path of the artisan, or perhaps the scholar, yet none of these lives fulfilled her. Each left her adrift in a sea of vague yearning, on the cusp of abandoning the rigid serenity of the craft world for the wild freedom of the corsairs. She found herself drawn instead to the laments, a series of vast turquoise lakes whose mirrored surfaces remained undisturbed by even the gentlest wind. There, upon the still waters, warriors of the dire Avenger shrine honed their craft. And there she understood. They were the ripple made flesh, each movement part of a greater tide. Every advance a wave, every parry a perfect recoil. Their choreography was a logic written across the waters, converging always inward, toward a single point. At that center stood a dark figure, wreathed in silence and bearing a spear. Even from afar, Caldensyl felt its gaze upon her, piercing. She knew then, if she stepped forward, if she accepted what waited, one command from that warrior would be enough to bind her forever. One battle would seal her path. Their eyes met across the lake. Caldensyl stepped forward. She became part of the wave. 3 centuries of warfare passed. Caldensyl ascended, and the spear became an extension of her will. She rose to exarch, her essence crystallized in duty, her soul unmoored from all else. And yet, there came a foe greater than her, a creature of chitin and hunger, its limbs like razors, its mind an ocean of insatiable fury. She fell beneath its tides. Her rest was brief. Out of necessity, her soul was bound within the immense form of a wraithlord. The world grew quieter then, blessedly so, for in that stillness, the currents of war revealed themselves more clearly than ever before. She now strides into battle, not as one seeking victory, but as one who sees its shape before it forms. She pierces the enemy line at its precise breaking point, where the tide will fracture. And when her spear shatters a rank, her avengers follow, sure as the falling of rain upon stone. To her, the battlefield is a vast turquoise lake. Upon its surface dance a million ripples.